All right.
Okay, we're back. The Bluetooth works with sound. Yay! We're idiots. Where is our
sound?
tech?
We're about the sound, y'all.
Okay. We're about. It was about to be a miming video. Ah, don't listen.
Wait, make sure that's not the that's the full trailer, right?
Yes, 2:45.
All right.
Official trailer HD.
All right.
Okay. All right. You have to. When we watch this, we're gonna get upset. We're gonna move probably. This part of you, this hand, cannot move.
Got it.
Okay?
I got it.
So we both stay in the frame. This whole part can be emotional. This part is unemotional. Are you ready? You're already gonna cry. You're already sort of crying.
Fuck off!
I've waited for him.
Look at that fucking face.
Testing 1, 2, 3. We're on.
We're here to investigate a patient that killed 3 innocent teenagers on Halloween in 1978.
Oh, hey, Daddy. I like that beard.
He was shot by his own psychiatrist and taken into custody that night.
Yes, the fuck he
And
was.
spent the last 40 years in captivity.
I like that floor.
Hello, Michael. I have something you might like to see.
Fuck! He brought the mask! That is not what you should do. That is not what you should... That's the trigger.
Everyone in my family turns into a nutcase this time of year. And my brother is Laurie Strode.
The three girls
She
and
was
the one...
almost murdered.
Wasn't it her brother
Like the
who
original.
murdered all those babysitters?
No, it was not her brother. That's something that people made up.
Do you know that I pray every night that he would escape?
What the hell did you do that for?
So I can kill him.
Fucking A.
Oh, just like in the...
Crashed.
Mom, what bus crash?
Michael escaped.
Excuse me, somebody's in here.
Hello?
Oh, fuck.
Oh my god.
Oh,
my god!
fuck.
Yes, bitch! Uh-huh! Those are teeth!
He's waited for this night. Waited for me. I waited for him. Get out!
Oh my god. Fuck! She big mad.
I don't believe in the boogeyman.
The sheet.
He's here! Michael! You should.
Can you close the closet door?
Uh-uh. Fuck!
Bitch! Holy fuck!
She looks so good!
She looks
looks so
fucking
good.
amazing. She is ready to kick some ass.
She looks like the fucking, badass bitch. I'm old. I'm old, but I'm not old enough that I can't whip that ass. Weathered. Fucking ready to go. And she posted that promo image that she was wearing the same jeans.
Mm-hmm.
God bless. I hope I'm still wearing the same jeans 40 years later.
The teeth.
Oh my god. The fucking favorite moment is the closet moment at the end, because that got both of us.
Yeah, no.
Second favorite moment is them fucking teeth.
You knew the closet. You knew he was in there because you'd seen the.
But it still
the
scared
still,
you.
right?
Yeah.
But
it still scared me.
That's so I don't know. It's that's such a. I mean, that happens all the time. You're trying to shut the fucking closet door, and then you know what I mean? That was real. That was a really good moment. I love the teeth. That's actually kind of a new element to Michael. Michael doesn't typically
do that. Yeah.
Do things like that.
But I like it.
He reached his hand over there and just dropped the
You know what that is?
fucking teeth.
That is like new horror with like super grotesque like elements, like gross out, grotesque, dirty elements like that, like ripping all the teeth out of somebody's head.
Yeah.
But it was delivered in a very true to Michael way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Michael, one thing I love about Michael and why he is my bae forever is he's subtle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he doesn't run, he walks. He doesn't shoot you with a gun or do any kind of crazy toward, he stabs you. Like it's very subtle. And
Yeah.
that beautiful moment from the first film that everybody loves where he stabs the guy and then tilts his head,
Yeah.
like very subtle, always
Yeah.
subtle.
Yeah.
And so what I love about that moment with the teeth is that it's marrying the new horror, the grotesque, with that beautiful Michael Myers subtlety that he just reaches his hand over ever so gently and just like drops these fucking bloody teeth that
Right.
he has ripped out of somebody's fucking carcass. But
Right.
he does it in a way that is almost gentle.
Yeah. I also really appreciate, like, Jamie, or Lori is like here for this shit. You see, like, she's been getting her, she's got her fucking aim on point. She's got her little hidden island thing, whatever that was. Like, it
with like all the
fucking
mannequins.
moved. Well, no, like in the kitchen, like she pressed the button.
Yeah, when she goes.
And I was like, that she is prepared. I'm so ready for this.
I'm
film.
ready for her to just kick ultimate ass, and I'm ready for him to just be.
Well, and I also love.
Also, can we talk about this documentary man who was like, let me just bring his mask in and show it to him in the crazy bin?
How did he get the mask?
One, how did he get the mask? Two, I don't really feel like the doctors should allow that. I don't think
They probably did. I don't know if they knew. Like, he probably didn't know, but I could imagine. I could see it going, like, maybe he got it off, like, eBay or something. You know what I mean? Like,
maybe because it is a different mask.
Or no, it's maybe it's the same mask, but maybe he like stole it or got it from, like, I mean, we don't know how he got the mask, but I'm assuming that it's supposed to be Michael's original mask. Loved that scene in the asylum, like the tiled floor.
The tiled floor was very cool.
With, like, in the open space, like that was a really beautiful shot.
There were a couple of call outs. One, the scene in the car where the headlights hit those.
Yes.
Just like in the first movie with Loomis and the nurse.
Yep.
Love that, because that originally from the original film, that is one of the scariest scenes to me when they're out, when the psych patients are just wandering around in the rain on the lawn. Because why the fuck are they doing that? It's just very creepy to me.
Yeah.
And that the scene where the scene on the tile floor kind of encapsulates that feeling.
Yeah.
With the couple different crazies that we have around, and also the moment where the headlights hit that white gown.
Yeah. Definitely.
In the dark. Other call out is the sheet over the head with the two holes in it, sitting, the ghost.
I wonder what that is. Like, I'm interested to find out what that is.
I don't even know. I mean, I just love it for the trailer. It could just be somebody dressed up as a ghost, but I love that it references that moment from the original.
I also like the fact that they sort of tied in, like, the brother-sister storyline, which they are not using because, as you all know, they're not considering anything after the first film. Yeah. So that includes Halloween 2, where they introduced the brother-sister storyline. So I like how they recognized that, and they didn't just ignore it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't just ignore it. They recognized it, but they played it in as part of the story that's like, oh, that's what everybody thought.
It's a rumor.
But it was just like an urban legend or a rumor. Yeah. I thought that was a very smart choice. I thought that was a very smart choice to make.
And it fits, you know what I mean? Like, in another franchise that I might not like that as much, in another type of franchise, but with Michael, I mean, his whole thing is that he is the boogeyman, right? He is the ultimate urban legend. So to have something like that where it's not, we as the viewers it doesn't feel foreign to us. It fits.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
And going back to you talking about Michael being, like, very you know, simple, and like
Yeah.
he walks like, and we've discussed this before, but I've always considered Michael to be very like in the element of air.
Yeah.
You know, like he's very like even in the movies, like, you know, it's fall, the wind blows, like you get the leaves going. So like I just feel like that element of like he's like air. You can't see him sometimes, but he's always there. Quiet, unassuming sometimes, but when like he's fucking there, like he's a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
And Michael is the ultimate. He's just the ultimate.
I loved that. I think a lot of times people will make him too, I don't want to say too strong, because he is really strong, but they make him too aggressive, or too bluntly aggressive, because the whole thing with him is that subtlety.
Yeah.
And that he has finesse. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, it's not like he's just a battering ram. He's not. He's as strong as a battering ram, but he has that finesse that's absolutely, like, terrifying, and that slow burn, and that slow horror. And that's what I absolutely love. Slow horror scares me way more than fast horror.
It has that, he has that, like, unassuming, like, strength and that, like, confidence. Like, he's very intimidating because he's a, you know, I mean, he's a large, very tall and very large, but he's not, like, stocky, not, like, beefy. He's just...
It's kind of, like, I would imagine that under the overall, under the Dickies suit, I imagine that he would be, kind of sinewy, almost.
Yeah.
Strong, but not in a way that you would, like, if he was in plain clothes, that you would see him and be like, oh, that's a really strong guy. Like, he would be surprisingly strong. And
because it's like that force doesn't come from, like, his physical. It just comes from, like, it's more mental. Like, his force is more mental. He's more calculating. Well, it comes from his evil. Yeah. Right. It comes from... He's smarter than you.
Right.
He's always one step ahead of you. And I just think that that's something that, you know, you don't... I think that's truly unique to Michael. You know what I mean? Like, Michael is his own unique persona, I feel like.
I think when done right, he is. I think,
well, I'm talking about, like, the truest Michael.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the original, like, I feel like he's not like a Leatherface. He's not like a Freddy. He's not that. Like, Michael is only ever Michael.
Well, it comes back to that conversation. You can put an arm around. It comes back to that conversation with Loomis in the first movie where, you know, he said that he had worked with him for years and years and years to figure out why, to figure out what drove it, to figure out what was his why, right? Because Leatherface has a why. He's driven by something, right? He has a why. Jason has a why. Freddy has a why. Michael is kind of the only
of the big four.
That doesn't, you know, and of course subsequent movies have fucked it up in the worst way possible, and I think the worst way possible is to give him a why, because the whole point of Michael and the whole reason that he's scary, and that scene with Loomis where he's explaining that he worked with him for years and years and years, and then at a certain point he just realized that he looked into his eyes and saw nothing but pure evil staring back at him, and at that point he decided to just keep him locked up forever. That is why he's scary, because there is no why.
Yeah.
Because nobody knows the why.
Yeah.
Because the why might not even exist. And it's that, it's being brave enough as a filmmaker and as a storyteller to have that ambiguity at the very center of the franchise, that I think makes it great.
Yeah.
And so many filmmakers have fucked up by trying to define that ambiguity. But that is... the ambiguity is what makes him so scary. Even down to physical components like the mask. Like the fact that it was like made off of Shatner at a time when everybody recognized who William Shatner was. They made it off of Shatner and then modified it to make it similar enough that you could recognize it as something you'd seen before, as
But
someone
not
you'd seen
quite.
before.
No.
But not quite be able to place it exactly.
Right.
Ambiguity.
And I think they're still, like, I think even with this film, I see them stripping away a bit more of that ambiguity, because they started in Halloween 2, as much as I love the sequel.
Yeah.
And it is an awesome sequel. Like, even stripping back that brother-sister storyline, you know, strips away some of that ambiguity. You know, I mean, well, yeah, it brings more of that ambiguity back that...
Right.
That they
that's
kept
not
trying
the
to
case.
solve. Yeah, like,
Right.
that's not the case.
That's not the... Yeah. My favorite... I mean, the trailer looks badass. I'm really excited for the movie. I think it's going to be amazing. I hope it's going to be amazing. The one thing that I think they could head down the wrong path is if they start trying to define, well, the brother-sister story wasn't it, and here's what the real story was. You know what I mean? But I don't see any of that in the trailer. I just see terror, which is great.
I just see, like, unfinished business. Like,
right.
I just see, like, okay, Michael, like, he had a mission, which was to fucking kill Lori.
Right.
And, like, even after all of these fucking years, guess what, bitch? I'm still coming. Have always been coming.
I hope the story is Lori and Michael Lori putting away unfinished business, and not, like, this is why he always wanted to kill her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's the vibe I get from the trailer. I get the vibe of, you know, we're focusing on the big bad versus Lori.
Who is, like, this ultimate, like, chaotic good.
Fucking
Who's,
ultimate
like...
final girl. For sure. Girl, when she got out of that fucking truck, and was screaming at them trick-or-treaters to go the fuck back inside, that is 110% me every single day of my fucking life.
Is.
I wish
really
I could do that. There's not a moment
And
that I
she
wish
looked
that
in that motherfucking window, and he did his little, like...
She said,
and got him right.
Not worried about it.
Bitch. I'm so ready for her. Like,
yes.
She is the queen final girl. Like,
I love it. She's a couple decades older than me, so that she can just lay the path for me.
I mean, I can kind of see it. Like, you know what I mean?
H2O,
like, her hair.
100% me.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I can see, like, her hair. She looks like definitely could be you could definitely grow into an older Jamie Lee Curtis.
That's the sweetest thing he's ever fucking said to me.
I could totally see. That's how you're gonna be anyway. You're gonna be
true.
some crazy old fucking lady.
I'm already the bitch who's, like, screaming at children to go back inside. Slamming fucking truck doors, screaming.
She is gonna be, yeah, like, living in some crazy, creepy house with some fucking mannequins around, like, that you've been fucking using for target practice.
For sure.
Crazy fucking secret passages in your fucking kitchen.
You know that's where I keep my kitchen magic. My kitchen witchery.
AKA her fucking Glock.
My Glock and the good butter.
So I'm really excited.
Me too.
I cannot wait. I'm probably going to watch this trailer at least 30 more times tonight.
Probably. Might not sleep. Might just watch this trailer.
That's
might
it.
just know every minute.
That's it. Well, thank you so much for being a part of this, sharing this moment. We are very, very, very excited for this. We just wanted to share this moment with you because it's very important to us. This movie, this franchise has really been a part of, it's a huge part of our friendship too, and who we are. So
who we are individually and also our friendship.
Yeah. So you're welcome.
What the fuck? No, thank you for watching. Thank you for, being a fan.
Yeah.
Thanks for being on the Patreon page, because this is only being posted to the Patreon page.
Yep.
So, it's for listening.
So you are the only ones that can see us act a fool. Well, you hear us act a fool every fucking week.
That's
but...
true. That's true. But we, I do think, so this one is public on the Patreon page. But we do other videos. We do outtakes from our episodes. We do like bonus videos that are kind of like this one, where we just kind of hop on and hang out and talk to you guys, and those are just for Patreons only. This one is public because we feel bad that we fucking tortured you guys so much with so much posting about Halloween in this trailer. But if you like this and you want content like this, then you should definitely check out the different reward tiers that we have listed on the Patreon. You get cool access to content like this, and you also, with some of the other tiers, you can get a free t-shirt.
The merch. M-word.
Working on it, but
just eternally working on it.
No, but for Patreons we actually do, we're going to be releasing some designs soon, and those will be released first to the people on the Patreon. So if you think we do a good job and you like hanging out with us, definitely consider joining our Patreon, because you can hang out with us a lot more.
Yep.
And also it helps us do this for you.
Yep, exactly. All right, guys. So until next time, stay spooky.
Stay spooky. Fuck, is it still going?